Hello, good evening. It's my pleasure once again to welcome you to Orient News Extra, your Sunday night delight. Tonight, Orient News Extra will take a look at marriage and its processes. First in the lineup is oath taking before marriage. Also tonight, Orient News Extra beams the searchlight on bride price. And finally, traditional and white weddings. Which is more preferable or important? Stay glued to your TV set as we unfold our juicy package after the news highlight by Angel Iyakimo.
My people, my people. My people, my people.
Governor Richard Okorocha, the senior advocate of the masses.
You are welcome back to Orient News Extra, your Sunday tonic with me, Juliet, your hostess. Preparing for one's wedding is one of the most exciting experiences that everybody, especially the female folks, wish to have. But as we all know, after the wedding comes the marriage. The issue of infidelity today is one of the problems rocking marriages as its statistics keeps increasing on a daily basis. To put a stop to this ugly trend, some ethnic groups have adopted measures such as oath taking by intending couples. If on the eve of your wedding, you are told to take an oath of fidelity or be ready to die cheating on your partner, will you go on with the wedding? Orient News Extra reporter Esther Gordons has people's opinion on this.
Marriage is a divine union between a man and a woman, lasting beyond the mere act of procreation. Marriage is an important institution that should be built on trust, love, and faithfulness. In marriage, fidelity, sticking to one's partner, is the ideal thing. But as the radio, television, and even newspapers are awash with many stories of infidelity among married couples. Unfaithfulness in marriage has its severe consequences, as it often leaves the faithful partner devastated. To this end, different tribes, cultures, and traditions have brought in measures such as oath taking to put a stop to this trend. If after your engagement you are told of a tradition in your partner's place that you take an oath that if you cheat you die the next day, will you still go ahead with the wedding?
Oh my God. This is so risky. I will go on. You go? Yes, because I'm a man of fidelity.
As a man, I know before even getting to the stage of engagement, I would have known from the partner what the tradition of the area is. So if I had accepted to engage her, knowing the tradition, I'll go ahead and take the oath.
Yes, I will. Because if it is a principle that would guarantee my marriage, why would I say no to it? I will continue with the oath taking.
No, I wouldn't. As a Christian, I am. I want my Bible to teach me, or but I will not do it.
Well, in as much as I know that wedding is born out of love, if the oath taking equally is born out of the same love, I wouldn't fall short of taking the oath, provided it will be guided with principles of God and religion.
Actually, of course, no, because I can't go with what will kill me before my time. With that, I can't go ahead.
The thing there is that since I'm in love with the guy, I'll do it.
Yeah, because since I'm almost getting married to her, there's need to be sincere.
I don't think I won't go. Do I want to die? Because I know I'm not bad by that culture. So I won't go on with the wedding.
Love is a bedrock of every relationship, and for one to be engaged to another, it means that the person has a level of trust and love for the other person and should be ready to make sacrifices for one another. If your partner refuses to take the oath, how would you feel, or what impression will you have about the person?
Well, I don't think I won't feel bad now. I won't feel bad because we cannot meet up.
I've told her about it and she refuses to take the oath. Naturally, she has decided to buy out of the engagement and relationship. So there's no way we can continue.
Well, I will feel that my partner originally has that land to cheat.
I don't think she have any reason to say no to such a thing. If actually she wants the marriage, so her saying no definitely means she don't want the marriage.
Yes, I will feel bad, but I will take it that due to the Bible doesn't accept this. I will take it that the man is not my husband.
For me, I won't feel bad because maybe God wanted it to be that way. I don't know.
One, I might have it in mind that maybe you might want to cheat on me.
No, she's not sincere.
How can unfaithfulness be prevented?
Man is naturally fallible. So when we talk of the fallibility of man's frailties, let's understand that. But then preventing unfaithfulness is a thing that has to do with being, guided by strong morals. Therefore, the scripture says, train a child in the way that he should go, and when he grows, he will not depart from it. Let's start by training people, children, the upcoming ones, to know the essence of faithfulness. And when that is done, that will be the only and major way of covering unfaithfulness.
I think you should love your wife. The wife should love the husband. They should work together as a family. Be faithful to each other. Whatever thing you're doing, let your partner know. By doing this, there won't be problem. There won't be infidelity in the marriage.
Faithful. You should be faithful to yourself. To me, you should tell yourself the truth. When you are faithful to yourself, you cannot cheat. Read your Bible, it will tell you the truth.
Trust. You have to trust the lady, know who she is, know the kind of background.
She just have that trust in each other that.
But for me, I think if the guy and the girl stays to each other, if they stick to each other, maybe there'll be no need for cheating.
Yeah. Love your partner, but see your partner as the most beautiful in the entire world. Honestly, by doing so, the lot of faithfulness entirely.
If the solution is clear, is inbuilt in the Bible. Once you know your God and you want to trust Him and believe Him and obey Him, that is the foundation of faithfulness in marriage. In fact, it's not just about your partner. It is about a higher authority, God, obeying God.
Being committed in a relationship should be a thing of the mind that everyone should take a hold of, as faithfulness provides safety and security on both partners, even though some traditions put in barbaric measures to put a stop to this trend. The best is when we discipline ourselves to stick to the person we love, irrespective of the distractions around us. We have to recognize that there cannot be a successful marriage unless there is commitment, loyalty, patience, and persistence, knowing fully well that we cannot come to love by finding a perfect person, but by learning to see an imperfect person perfectly. It's been Esther Gordons reporting for Orient News Extra.
Yes, my dear, a perfect marriage is just two imperfect people who refuse to give up on each other. All right, the next in lineup, high bride price. The bride price is an important aspect of marriage rights in Nigeria, and its importance cannot be overlooked, as the women whose bride price are not paid before marriage feel cheated and unsettled in their marriages. Mildred Nzigwe went to town to get people's view on the significance of bride price, the consequences of high bride price, and more. Her reports.
The country's diversity has created room for different types of marriages, but one thing that has remained constant is the payment of bride price. Bride price is usually the payment in monetary form to parents or guardians of the prospective bride made by the groom. The bride price is an important aspect of our marriage custom, as in the Southeast Zone. It is as essential as the marriage itself. Bride price means different things to different ethnic groups and cultures. What is the significance or importance of bride price?
The bride price is very, very important in the sense that it's the only thing that proves that we are from a particular race, you understand? So it is very important in the sense that it is tradition. tradition, you know. I mean our culture.
Well, I would say bride price actually adds value. It's not a payment for something, but it actually adds value to what you're getting.
Bride price shows that the marriage is legal. It also shows that the marriage is recognized, and it shows respect for that institution, for that particular marriage. So without it, it will not be recognized.
Bride price has been very, very important because when you pay bride price during traditional marriage or during marriage, it will give value to what you are doing, especially to the woman. It will make the woman have value in the society.
By tradition, the significance is that it is about it's like the sealing, the signing of a contract. You know, that is the exchange or the payment of the bride price signifies the conclusion of the marriage agreement.
There are so many significance, but the most important thing there is it shows possession. If you don't pay for it on a woman, it is assumed that you are not yet married in bed.
Bride price varies from one culture, ethnic group, country and locality to another, and there is no fixed amount on how much should be paid. The amount paid as bride price in each case depends on the outcome of negotiations by both families. The incident of high bride price in Nigeria, especially in the eastern part of Nigeria, is seemingly outrageous, and some families see it as a money-making opportunity, not minding its consequences on their daughters and society at large. What are the disadvantages of high bride price?
Such families that ask for very high premium as bride price, they are just scaring their prospective in-laws away.
Hyping the price of bride price actually has made a lot of ladies or women at home at the moment, because the men involved now don't have that money to pay for what's been asked of them. And secondly, it also makes most men not getting what they desired actually, because that's the lady they want to get married to, but the money being requested for is high, so that will make them not to get married.
So it depends on what you call high bride price. For me, there's no amount of money that will quantify the woman in love. There's no amount of money that can qualify or quantify her. So I don't see it as being expensive. If you love your woman, give her what she wants.
If the young man is not given a fair, price, he could bear grudges in the sense that he will now say, okay, don't worry, now after this, we're going to go see now. If something happens, let's say, financial aspect of need in the family, he won't want to bring out his own money because he will have to have paid you guys off. So it is very, very bad. It's disadvantageous in the sense that the young women stay at home. And age is the woman's greatest enemy. The men are always advantageous. At the age of 60, you know, so Shumole, you might want sweet babe now, no be so. So that's what I'm saying.
Well, if the bride price is on the high side, most of the ladies will not get married, and that's bad. And they might resort to getting pregnant at home since they couldn't go to the husband in the legal way. So, and in that case, the bride price will be reduced by force, no longer. So that's the disadvantage. It keeps ladies at home, and it makes guys be bachelors for a long time. You know, most men get married at 40, 50 when they are trying to find money to marry a woman, which is bad too.
If you watch the society we're into now, there is a lot of men have been complaining about the high bride price, which have been keeping them not to marry or involve themselves in marriage because of the high bride price, and it will keep the ladies, it will keep them at home, and because of the high bride price, they themselves will not respond to marrying that lady, and it will be taking time. They will be postponing the traditional marriage.
Having noted the negative side of high bride price, the question now is, should the collection of bride price be stopped or abolished?
It cannot be abolished. It should be, what we can advocate is that let bride price become a document.
No, I would say it shouldn't be abolished.
No, I don't think it should be stopped, because without that, it will not make sense. I just think it should be regularized.
It shouldn't be abolished, no. If it's abolished, men will take it for granted, in the sense that some guys go after yourself, not be free. You get? But it challenges you, it makes you want to be a man.
No, because of its value, it shouldn't be abolished because it gives the woman value in the society.
You can't stop it because the woman you are marrying is not the same mother with you. You must show commitment to the parents of the girl you are marrying. So that dowry or that bride price serves as a commitment, a bond that will hold you with your in-laws. Outside that, you are just mere, the woman is just mere breeding children for you.
What then is the solution?
It is better that bride price is reduced to a token. And I even think in this Imo, they were working on something like to streamline some of these customary rights.
There should be, I don't know what they do in this so-called August meeting. This should be the areas they should address this issue in the villages, and the women that see it as an opportunity to extort money from the young one because it's coming to take away their daughter they should be called to order. They should be made to know that if their daughters are at home, it's not to their own benefit, my dear.
If government could do something about it, fine. If not, then the AZs or whichever way it could be regularized so that a particular amount should be encouraged. And something should be done, but not at a high rate or exorbitant price, because we are not selling our daughters here. They're only getting married.
The only solution is to have a legislation on it. Government should look into it. Even though no matter how much you paid on a woman, you can, like I said earlier, the best thing is to regulate it by communities.
Bride price in our society is essential for a valid marriage, but high bride price is totally condemned, as many young men find it difficult to meet up with the demand. Some even go as far as borrowing from friends. In some communities, many young women of marriageable age still remain in their father's house due to the issue of high bride price. The ones who manage to scale through find it difficult to meet basic family needs, as huge amounts of money have been spent on their bride price. Parents and guardians are therefore advised to consider the future of their daughters and demand an acceptable bride price, rather than sell their daughters as commodities. Mildred Nzigwe reporting for Orient News Extra.
Of course, inasmuch as the bride price is essential for a valid marriage, parents and guardians should consider the future of their daughters. Still on marriage issue. A person's wedding is one of the most important events in one's life, and the ceremonies involved are an integral part of the day. In Nigeria, the two most popular weddings are the traditional and white wedding. Now, if you are given an option to choose between traditional and white wedding, which will you prefer? Ola Ibezim takes us on that.
Wedding is a ceremony where two people are united in marriage. Marriage rights vary greatly between ethnic groups, religions, countries, and social class. In Nigeria, the traditional and church weddings are the popular ones, and each of them has its own importance and significance. The traditional wedding is believed by many to imply acceptance and blessings by both families, while the white wedding indicates that the union has divine blessing. Now, if due to reasons beyond your control, you are asked to choose between church and traditional weddings, which one would you choose and why?
Well, both of them is good, they are necessary. But if I'm to choose, or if I had to choose, if I'm to advise her, the best thing is to do is traditional wedding, because there's no way a woman can jump into marriage without letting the parents know, without letting the community know, if she do traditional wedding, the parents will be very, very happy, and others will be very, very happy.
Well, for me, both of them are very necessary, but if I'm asked to choose one, I'll go for the white wedding. Because there's nothing one is doing without bringing God's presence into it.
Actually, I prefer traditional because I'm an Igbo man. You know, we that are from eastern part of Nigeria, Basically, we love tradition so much.
I think I will go with the traditional wedding, as in looking at the way, as in, okay, from where I come from, Imo State, I think we encourage traditional wedding more than the white wedding. To me, white wedding is just something, as in another people's tradition, and they brought it to us. And traditional wedding is our thing.
Traditional wedding, because it's the first approval from your parents before taking the bride to the church. It's made known that your parents are aware of who you're going into the family with. So traditional is much more preferred than wedding, regardless of things that modern Africans and modern people of the world do now because of wedding. They would like to celebrate everything once and for all because it's wedding. So traditional marriage is more preferred.
It is everybody's dream to be married both traditionally and in church. But sometimes this dream does not come true for some people. What are the factors that prevent couples from being married both traditionally and in church?
Most times is kind of money, the finance, and secondly the traditional rights.
To me, it's finance. When one is not financially capable of taking care of both, one can be seen doing one of them.
Sometimes money can prevent. Then secondly, circumstances.
Traditionally and in the church, I think it has to do with finances.
Sometimes it's money. If they don't have enough money, if the husband don't have enough money, he will prefer doing traditional wedding before white wedding.
No type of wedding is without its purpose and benefits. Is there any advantage in being married both traditionally and in church?
The legalization there, I think, is the advantage.
The prestige is too much. So when a girl is married in a proper way, people around will respect her.
Traditional and white wedding is a much advantage because of so doing or well doing of that. No man can just come and intimidate them in terms of their property.
Yes. The world tends to know both, that you've done the both of them, and there are some certain things you're restricted from not doing, and there are certain things you do because you're wedded in a church and all that.
Yes. When it is done traditionally, you've already informed your people traditionally that something has taken place from your community. It has its respect. That is one. Then, the church wedding, if you are wedded, it means equally that you've brought God into your marriage, which is also necessary. So both are important, and I advise anyone that is capable of doing both to do that.
Marriage is marriage. Whether you choose to go for the traditional or the white wedding, you are legally married as husband and wife. It has become trendy as many spend huge sums of money in the name of latest wedding in town. Intending couples are therefore advised to think carefully before embarking on either the traditional or the white wedding. For Orient News Extra, Ola Ibezim reporting.
All right. On that note, we come to the end of today's edition of your Sunday Tonic Orient News Extra. But before we go, hear this. Life is not a problem to be solved, but a reality to be experienced. Again, it isn't the mountains ahead that wear you out. It is the grain of sand in your shoe. See you again, same station, same time, next week Sunday, God willing. Good night.